Back into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray off play action. He's going deep for Brown. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But you look at this defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run over center with Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a big play there. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a leap.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Desperados are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to throw, Young. And this throw will be intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Murray now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and the Panthers will get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Quick throw to Collins. Touchdown! Nico Collins, 26 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Throwing, Young. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Young to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Play fake. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Come on. Go.
On play action, it's Murray. This is intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, Young. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Okay, ready?
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Young working out of the gun. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On the set.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter Hekker as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds. And they'll spot it right at the 20. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On second down, here's Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Murray now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Desperados would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Set, ready. Check pink. Check white. Black swap.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Ready, go.
To throw, Young. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now third down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Akers is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This is taken in by McBride. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Desperados have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ready.
Young to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Okay.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Meanwhile, Young's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Touchdown, Carolina! A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Back out comes San Antonio. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The pickup there, 5 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Ready?
Young on first down. That's into the hands of Reynolds. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Looking to throw, Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Young on 3rd and 2. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Play fake. Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Desperados are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they're going to speed things up here. Young will set to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Carolina passing game definitely in sync. They've got another first down.
Here we go. Back. Ready.
Now here's Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
On the ball.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's a loss of 2.
To the air once more. Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Back to throw it, Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 78 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Desperados are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They're down big here late. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Ready up.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. That throw by Young incomplete.
that incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Big ass open, big ass open. Big ass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready, ready.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set, set.
One last shot for Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reynolds. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.